city's, I would say, limited resources, we have to partner with large corporations. We got to get the banks on
Okay.
board.
So we got to dial that in,
Yeah,
right?
we got to get local businesses on board.
Right.
We got to get Home Depot, Lowe's, all those people on board that could donate supplies and materials to these challenge programs, which would basically cut the cost.
Right.
Because when you're talking about an initiative this large and of this magnitude,
Yeah.
it's going to be an expensive endeavor.
Yes.
So we really need to focus on partnerships, who we can get to buy in, who we can get to be sponsors.
So you could help us think that
Oh,
through.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. What about you? What comes to your mind as you think about trying to do a whole community this way?
Well, like you said, I think you got to get the different departments sitting down at the same table so that we're working in tandem, like we did
That's the objective of this meeting.
at Carter Street when we're sitting down with them to realize that, okay, if you really want to put this in,
Okay.
you know, you're going to need new water and sewer lines, and we actually,
Right.
in order to keep the process moving faster, we actually granted them the money to replace the water and the sewer there. Other
Okay.
cases, and maybe we would go in and replace the water and sewer lines at our cost, but if we're doing that and get new gas lines, then you can also repave the roads at the same times. And if we're going to be repaving the road, you may want to incorporate green infrastructure into the new road design and work with transportation. So just getting them to sit down and talk at the same time.
Talk that through, right? Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Good.
So we'd be more than happy to participate in that.
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. What's your thought?
Well, I think the earlier that we can get involved in any kind of new development, it's beneficial because, like Brian
It's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, because especially when it comes to green infrastructure, the economies of scale really come into play when you are already doing like a new development. If you're redoing a road, if you're already gonna develop the area and tear up what's there, it's much more efficient to do it all at the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Comprehensive.
Comprehensive, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And what about the employability of people? Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Can we train people in this process and employ
Absolutely.
them so the economics could be beneficial and economically beneficial homeowners, right?
Absolutely.
If we really get that in place.
And this is where I try to get the Dwight Holding, the workforce. Can we get him to see that? He will benefit from this kind of initiative, right?
Okay.
So I have to create jobs, right? I mean, that's his plan.
Okay.
If we have any federal dollars that our department puts in, actually any department, if they put federal dollars in, there's a section under the HUD allocations, Section 3, it mandates that you use local labor.
Really? HUD has that as a mandate?
That's a
Okay.
mandate. And that could be through training, development, like for instance our DLAB program, we just, it's a $2.2 million program over a 3-year period. What the requirements was that we go out and train a certain amount of supervisors that are certified to go in and supervise lead workers, and a certain amount of lead workers to help abate the lead in the homes. So we trained, I believe, and got 10 supervisors certified, and we got, I want to say 24 workers.
Okay.
So a pool of contractors that bid on these projects, they get points. They get on a scale of, rotating scale, they get more points if they use this certified group of trained laborers.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, this is really good, guys.
DLAB.
That's really helpful. I only have one other question here, and that is if we start out by getting youth to give light bulbs to people in the homes that are energy efficient kind of use, and also help them look at the inside of their home initially for some kind of improvement.
Right.
How would that sound to you? To get awareness?
Light bulb replacement.
Yeah. I think that would be a start. I mean, I think one of the ways, I don't know if the fire department does it, when they have these, smoke detector programs, I don't know if they employ youth to go and assist homeowners with those, but give them the understanding of what it's actually doing. The value that it's bringing, and training them.
If we educate the youth by doing it and the community involved,
right.
we're trying to do.
I think that would be a good
simultaneous.
Good target. Yeah.
What would you see happen from water from that perspective?
In terms of
Initial
youth
kind of
employ-
thing to
like-
get people
Well,
to.
light bulbs and water don't mix, so I don't know.
They don't know, I know.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know
I'm trying to
that, I
think of.
got that,
Yeah,
baby.
I understand.
I know. But I'm trying to, an initial kind of thing that we might do in homes to get them with awareness, better use of water. and
Well,
stuff.
it would maybe be along the same lines as you're identifying opportunities for energy savings, and I think you're almost implying it goes hand in hand as water conservation savings, you know,
Yeah,
just
okay.
simple things and making sure that they're
Don't let the water run when you're brushing your teeth.
teeth or the
All that stuff,
leaky
right?
faucets,
Personal habits.
you know,
Yeah,
the toilets and the tanks, make sure that they're not, if they're older styles, they can recommend to replace them with more, you know, water efficient models and things of that nature, water efficient shower heads, and those nature, so they could probably focus on the water conservation
Okay,
measures
cool.
if you were kind of trying to work
getting
in
them
with
to
that.
say, so light bulbs, water conservation.
Yes. And
Like the
then-
flushless toilets, when they go into these restrooms and places, they probably don't even know the purpose behind them and why they're doing it, you know, so
Yeah,
a good way to educate them on, you know.
Yeah,
Not only from a, you know, sanitary standpoint, but from a conservation standpoint.
Conservation
This is
perspective.
why these are
yeah.
installed in places now,
So, Tundi, what do you think we
Okay,
got in
well,
place?
I have to get, pardon?
What do you think we got in place here?
Well, I think this
We
is
got a
a good
base,
start.
right?
Exactly, to build on.
Yeah.
That's right.
One question I had, is it any collective educational thing that you guys kind of like do with, let's say, a setting like this where you say, well, you know, collectively we gonna educate maybe a classroom school or we call it from the city or the neighborhood or the agencies or something like that. You guys do anything collectively like that? Maybe like hour a month or anything like that?
We have a Green Jobs program through the mayor's youth, summer youth
Okay,
employment program.
okay.
And we've partnered with a bunch of environmental nonprofits locally. And so we'll get a group, this is going to be the third year that we've done this program, and we'll have a group of like 8 to 10 high school age kids that will be having like a paid summer internship program. And they learn about environmental issues, and they work with all these different environmental nonprofits within the city, and so they'll learn about all different kinds of environmental issues and conservation issues and environmental jobs. They tour our wastewater drinking facility, our drinking water facilities, and they do landscaping work and agriculture work, and they go to canoeing, and they go to the nature reserve on the riverfront. So we have that program in place. We also do some education. We have an Earth Day event every April, and we do brochures and things like that. We've done, we always try to have a like children's component to Earth Day, where we have a watershed model, and we'll bring in school age kids, and we'll teach them about watersheds and things like that. But we don't really have staff to go out like on a monthly basis.
No, I mean like here.
Yeah.
That you would something that you would be offering, or even a program that you would put on the channel 22 or something like that. Just special education, you know, because this is very beneficial.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of opportunity to partner with the television station for any of these type of programs that we're talking about.
I think that's right.
We've actually explored working with Howard High School, their carpentry program, their tech drafting
I did,
program.
okay.
And certainly we can do that with Dale Castle or any other VOTEX where you have a number of career fields that could come in and look at one of our projects and how they can incorporate that into what they're educating the students on down there.
Yeah, and I'm currently working with Bayard and Kumba Academy
Okay.
to look at the Brandywine watershed and get their youth out in summer camp, stuff like that. So maybe look at some of that. This has been fantastic.
All right,
Beginning.
thanks.